Hello everyone, it's Michelle, and I'm going to do a little bit of a abstract type painting today. I'm going to be using my sketchbook, the Avocado and Spice sketchbook, which has got quite thin paper in, and I've done quite a few of these little abstract. So I thought that today it would be quite fun to have another go at doing a little abstract. So I'm going to give myself a little space to be painting in, like so. I've got my Michael Harding paints here, and then I've got a couple of round brushes, a size 12, a size 8, and a little rigger. And I've also pulled out these Pebeo Cern reliefs, and I've got the white one, the silver, the gold, and the copper, because I'm not sure what I'm going to be using yet. And today I've got quite a busy day, but I just want to do something. I really feel like I want to get my paints out, so I need to think about a colour palette. Maybe we'll go with a kind of an autumny colour palette for today. Let's start with this one, which is quinacridone bronze. So maybe we'll get some quinacridone bronze in there because it gives a really light shade. But we'll also get some yellow ochre in there. This is yellow ochre deep, actually. So we'll get a little bit of that in there. We can put some of the burnt sienna, maybe. And then we need something that's a bit darker, maybe sepia. Let's go with our sepia. Let's get that activated a bit more. And I'm using quite a bit of water here. Well, I quite like that splash of light in the middle there. But I think I also need, let's go with our Scarlet Lake and get some reds in there. So that they're kind of echoing autumn a little bit. And maybe a dark green, a perylene green. So I'm just doing something really, really simple here, I guess. And then I'm going to, let's find something to scrape out with. Right, this is a end of a paintbrush that I've sharpened with a pencil sharpener. And I just want to get a bit of interest going on. Mm. Right, quite liking that. Let me dry this and we will come back and add to it. So I will just pause and dry and I'll be back in 2 ticks. Okay, this is now dry and yeah, I think it's looking rather yummy actually. So let's think about what we're going to do next. I'm going to go down to my size 8 and I'm just going to kind of enhance some of the things that are already there. So we've got this, what looks like a nice crinkled leaf. And we'll just let that fade away. And perhaps this is another little crinkled leaf up here. Get some of those darks in. And with my Caroline green, I can maybe get some more leaves. And I want them to be a bit crinkly looking because they're not you know, they're autumn leaves. So, and I think it just enhances. Let's try them with our Scarlet Lake and some of the quinacridone bronze. Let's make a bit more of an orangey colour because we've already used those colours in here. And we'll get a few more red leaves in, basically. Well, orangey red anyway. Those little jaggedy edges. Probably do with lightening up that Caroline green a bit with the quinacridone gold. Maybe a bit more. That's better. And then we can maybe get a few more green leaves that are hanging on still. So we've got this kind of dancing leaves going on. I'm quite liking that. I think let's dry this. Right, let's move on to using now. I don't think I want white, not at the minute anyway. Not silver. Maybe a mixture of gold and copper. Now, I do need to check that these are going to work because I haven't used these for quite some time. So, let's just check that they are going to squeeze out. Or whether I'm going to need... Oh, here we go. That one's coming out. Yes. Okay, you're working. Let's just check the other one. Oh, right, that one's not working quite so well. So if this ever happens to you, take an ordinary paper clip and just go down the nozzle a little bit in the hope that that's then going to... Nope, that's still not working. Right, okay. So I'm going to unscrew it now and see what's going on. Go from the other side. There we go. So that now... Oh, yep, that's working. That one's... Let's just do the same for this one. And then maybe we won't have any... Use the other end. There we go. I'll just stick that in my water bowl. Okay, let's play. Let's get going in the hope that this is going to come out. Oh yes. Okay. And we'll have something similar going up this side. Now let's bring some of this in, and I think I'm going to try and outline some of these leaves. The dark ones, because I think that'll kind of show up quite nicely. Oh yes. Okay. And then let's add some little circles. And then maybe we need a bit more with our gold. So what can we do? Oh, actually, maybe let's have something coming off of there, going up here. Bit of cow parsley, loosely. It's very tricky to do anything that's too detailed. And just add in a few of the gold dots. Right, let's put our lids back on and lose that. Okay. Let's give that another dry and move that one out of the way. So I'm just going to dry this and then I'll bring it up so that you can see it a little bit better. So there we go. Let me bring that up, and I've written down all of the watercolours and the Pebeo Cern Relief that I used, so that I can recreate this palette of colours if I want to. And personally, I think they're a rather lovely autumnal group of colours, and to me it's almost like seeing leaves falling off the trees and that autumn sunlight, which is quite low, where the sun is quite low in the sky, kind of shining through. Let's get you focused again. Yeah, I think that is reflecting what I'm seeing out of my window today. I really rate the Pebeo Cern Relief. I think it's something that's well worth having a play with if you've never done that before. I'll leave a link to the Pebeo Cern Relief down below in case that's something new for you. Anyway, have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.